monster made kids disappear.
I cannot keep everybody happy all the time.
Whoa.
Hey, like the way, hey, monster ain't bullshitting, all right? He dropped that monster shit quick. hey, monster ain't talking about this shit no more, all right? We're gonna do this. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. So, 2020 ain't weird enough for you, Martin. Shit is crazy out there, I ain't gotta tell y'all. 2020 ain't weird enough. The whole year's just been weirded with bad movies just popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah, up out of the ground like zombies.
Yeah, they put movies just like the bad movies ain't nobody even thinking about.
It's like there's some grave diggers out there.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of here.
Yeah.
Just leave shit alone sometimes, please.
At least one was polite enough to knock at the door for us. Knock, knock. Who's there? Keanu Reeves. I have a shitty movie for you. Yeah, people, I thought Keanu Reeves is probably the only one right now like, why are you bringing that old shit up? Man, here's a movie from 2015.
I know.
2015 that people brought up. And after watching it, I can kind of see why. This movie's crazy.
Yeah. I saw it. It was either 2 or 3 years ago. Just tooling around Netflix or one of the channels and just decide to like, what is this? And I started watching it and was not liking it, but couldn't stop.
That's the thing, you can't stop. This is a movie where y'all see, because here's the thing, everybody's seen the trailer. You can't miss it. The trailer where 2 hot girls just deliver themselves to Keanu Reeves' door and give this man the night of his life, followed by the worst day ever. Yeah. Right after that.
Yeah, where they just torture him. and him being Keanu Reeves cannot figure his way out of it.
The whole time.
That's what just makes you mad. You're like, brother, come on.
The whole time, Keanu was like Neo. He's like, whoa, titties, whoa.
Girls. No, wait a minute, girls.
Yeah, he's like a daddy.
Yeah.
No, come on, girls. And they realize his ass is just stupid. They're like, this shit is way too easy. Maybe we shouldn't stay here. Ain't no challenge here. People, let's watch the trailer for this movie, Knock Knock. This is a movie directed by Eli Roth. Even the dog told him. Everything he does, he don't know what he's doing. Look at him. Who's that? That dog has a dog. Don't.
Yes?
You're a lifesaver. Not everyone would let strangers into their houses.
You don't look that.
You goddamn right.
True.
Yeah.
They would not.
I'm not so sure.
Could we maybe throw our clothes in your dryer just for like 10 minutes?
Sure.
How long are you in your wet?
Wow. Can we get another take on that?
Sure. It's one word, man.
It's one word.
Sure. Them bitches been watching him for a week. Like, we gotta get him. Come on.
Who's there?
You didn't even have to do that.
I know.
No, that mother knocked out before you ever hit him on his head. Mm-hmm. Y'all know ain't nothing going on up there in that character's head. Now that's just cruel.
Behavior. This is what happens when you break the rules, Evan. We have to punish you.
The reason why we are talking about this is because it's found a new life. Now, I will say this, man. They have the nerve to label this as a horror movie.
Do they? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think that's what it was, how it was labeled when I first saw it. I thought they have it now as suspenseful and drama.
I saw it as
don't you dare call this drama.
Don't you dare call it. None of those words. Even comedy wouldn't apply here. Yeah. This shit is even too silly for a comedy.
I know.
I ain't never seen a movie in a category all its own. Like, I don't know where this shit goes. This should make you be looking like Keanu Reeves. I don't know. I don't know where this shit belongs.
It's so silly at times and then so crazy violent. And I was like, these two things aren't meshing. We're going back and forth. I'm getting whiplash.
It's not even all that crazy violent when you get down to it.
No, not till you get to the end.
This is, just simply put, this is a silly ass movie. One of the silliest assest movies I've ever seen.
But it tries to be that kind of thriller to make you go like, oh, but this could happen to you. Like, no.
This would never.
Never.
And I'm a horny motherfucker, and this would never happen to me.
Yes, because they kick off your sense of self-preservation right off the bat. It's just early on. It's like, these girls are shady. This is fishy. Yeah. And I'm here by myself. No.
This would never, ever happen to me. And I'm ready to stick my dick in a hole in the wall. People, somehow, some way, this made a resurgence to where it's trending right now. I'm sure it's trending because friends are texting each other talking about, what the f is this? You seen this shit? And your friends are like, hey, man, I saw this stupid shit back in 2015. Yeah, you didn't know? The other reason why people might be watching this also, we talked about it earlier. What's her name? Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Besides being fine as f, she's also making some news right now as the latest Bond girl.
You're late.
When you're ready.
And not only is she hanging out with James Bond, but she's Batman.
Right.
Drunk ass Batman. What I call him, bat in the box? Yeah. Jack in the bat?
Jack in the bat.
Jack in the bat. Because I tell you, looking at this movie, man, this is, as I said, this is a silly ass film right here. But if you look at it like a sequel to all, like, let's say all the John Wick movies have come out, and this is the latest one. It's like John Wick finally settled his ass down and found happiness. He found happiness and got a wife and kids
and a new dog
and a new dog. Got that little dog. He got a wife and kids in the suburbs. And by the way, they've been trying to kill John Wick for years with bullets and knives and everything. And two assassins show up and take his ass out with pussy.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That if you look at it that way, it kind of works. This is the funniest sequel to John Wick you've ever seen. I was liking this movie at first, though it did have some major problems in the beginning. I mean, don't get me wrong, it started out with some major problems. For one, look, there's certain tropes that you see in a lot of movies that Hollywood does, and I don't like those. One being that once you're a dude that gets married, and especially if you become a dad, all of a sudden you bland as hell.
Oh yeah.
Not just bland.
Oh no.
But you look stupid as
no, like a sugar-free sponge cake.
Yeah. Look at that picture. Right, everybody's cool in that picture except him.
Except Dad. It's always Dad is always befuddled. He can't get anything right. His jokes are lame. He doesn't do anything interesting.
Don't do nothing interesting, man. Not only do you look bland, but stupid as. It's like once you get married, the wife just sucks all the cool out of you.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that opening where you're just showing the photos. I'm like, really? That's the pose that's supposed to represent this family? Like,
they telling you people, like, when you get married, your girl just gonna suck all the any kind of hipness or coolness you had in you. Every blowjob she gave you, she was just sucking all of the cool out of you. Keanu Reeves plays Evan, and Evan is dumb as
he's a mimbo. I mean, that's why the wife married him, because like, well, he's not the smartest, but he's good looking.
Yeah,
and we'll produce good looking kids together.
And I gotta tell you, they even gave Keanu Reeves a dad bod in this. I don't know about clips of that, but like, he ain't got no chest, shoulders just slumped. I ain't saying Keanu Reeves look bad, because he's a handsome guy. He's handsome as hell. But because the funny thing is, I don't want to compare man to women's struggles out there, You know, I don't want to ever compare like men to what women go through in all aspects of life, including the way we see them in the media and entertainment.
Yeah.
But this is insulting as dudes, man.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty much in Disney dad territory.
Yeah, he's just dumb. It's like, and the reason why I say this is insulting to dudes, not because they made him dumb. I don't mind a dude being portrayed as dumb. Hey, look, there's a lot of dumb guys out there, as we know. We ain't got to tell you. Look at where we are today. But they say this. They say, like, you know, because early in the movie, because his wife didn't have sex with him, that kind of lent itself to the decisions he made later. Right. You know, his wife wouldn't f him earlier, so it just leaves him stupid.
The way he goes like, well, what else was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed? I mean, it leaves him so stupid. He's even talking like a child.
Monster made kids disappear.
I cannot keep everybody happy all the time.
Whoa.
Hey, like the way, hey, Monster ain't bullshit, all right? He dropped that Monster shit quick. hey, Monster ain't talking about this shit no more, all right? We're gonna do this.
I'm gonna be a monster for real.
Yeah. The message is, if guys don't get enough sex, or if we're left horny,
for any amount of time.
For any amount of time, then our defenses are just dropped. Just gone.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Don't want to compare it to how women are portrayed in the media because that's terrible. But this is so insulting to men. The idea that, like, hey, man, if two hot girls show up, you of course are going to have sex with them.
Yeah. And these girls in the movie, there's a part in the movie where because it's insinuated they pull this shit all the time. And they say, you know, guys, they never say no. You know, in the movie it's saying most guys in this situation. The movie's even telling you know you wouldn't say no. Right. You, yes, I would.
Exactly. That seems to be what the movie is saying. Like, come on, you could have been trapped in this because there's no way you would have turned those two girls down. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would.
I had to stop the movie on my computer and look at my screen and say, the f I wouldn't say no. Are you crazy? Because the first thing that comes to my mind is maybe it's just my wife. I don't know. But I said, this shit's a trap.
Yeah.
This is a TikTok or YouTube prank. You know, showing up their phone and shit.
Episode of Cheaters.
Yeah. Episode of Cheaters. Something's going on. I understand the two chicks just don't show up at your door talking about, hey, we want to fuck. Right. You know, no. Or let's just even take the sex out of it. These are just crazy bitches. Life just don't deliver two hoes to you like it's Uber Eats. You know, and yes.
I mean, you can get a lot of things in the pandemic, but I don't know about that.
No, you don't get two hoes DoorDash to you real quick and left on your step talking about, hey, let's go at it. No, and yes, I said hoes because that shit would come with a price. They gassed his head up. They walked in. The shit that anybody would kind of see as red flags. I mean, generic shit just to like rip somebody off. Oh, Evan, your muscles. Oh, Evan, you know, how old are you? 42. I would have thought that you were 28. Bitch, you could at least say 32.
I know.
Ain't no 28-year-old right here. I'm sorry. But he fell for that shit.
Yeah, he did.
28 to the point. Oh, 28. I gotta be down with the kids. Cause that's exactly what happened. There's the point where they told him he's 28 and they start dancing in his room because they don't leave. They get in after the rain and everything like, oh, Evan, can we use your shower? Oh, Evan, can we dry ourselves off? Oh, Evan, can we use your robes? And they're dancing in the living room, doing all kind of moves and shit. And that's when old Evan pulled out the DJ skills. He's like, you know, I used to DJ back in the day.
Yeah.
And that girl starts showing that ass, moving and everything. He's like, oh shit, time for Evan to pull out the old DJ skills.
Yeah, he was on the hook.
DJ Evan. oh, DJ Whoa.
DJing's like mixing a drink. First you find the right ingredients, then you find the blend.
Yeah, good job, Evan. Yeah, Evan. Yeah, you really impressed him. Perfect job, Evan. You go. These girls are like, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be easy, man. This is way too easy.
Do we still want to do this?
I gotta tell you though, even Evan being stupid, that's one of the flaws. Even Evan being stupid is funny seeing him fall for all this, man. But after he finally has sex with the girls, to me, that's kind of when the for me, you know, the real fun seemed to come in at that point because after he has sex with them, the next morning, them bitches turned to gremlins.
That's exactly what they did.
The next morning, they turned to gremlins. And those bitches, they tore his house up.
It's time for the family feud.
Oh. Yeah, so you fed him some dick after midnight. And they lost their shit and tore that house up.
Yeah, he walked in. He's like, "Why? y'all are grown, right?"
Well, that was a real whoa right there. He's like, "Shit, what did I do?" They turn into creatures. Mm-hmm. Like even Stripe would be sitting back and I'm like, God damn.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Shit, y'all party way too hard for me. Those chicks turn into creatures, man. That should turn this shit into a monster movie.
Just stupid. There's just no other way to describe that.
He wakes up the next day, like the moment he wakes up, once he got that baby batter out of his penis, he immediately don't want to deal with this shit. He does not want to deal with them at all. He's like the extreme version of after you have a one night stand, it's like you got to go home. You can't sleep here.
Oh, like y'all are still here. Like, oh yeah,
yeah, man. You know when you see this, he's almost like he's like the straight man in a comedy. Mm-hmm. He went from being old cool Evan to being like a strict dad. He can't do nothing with him at all. She turned the Bugs Bunny on his ass.
I know, she might as well have popped him on the head with a wooden mallet.
God damn it. Girl, get off me. No, don't pull that shit now. No, you don't get hard now. Last night you were Mr. Softy. And now you want to be dad now. No, hell no. Dealing with toddlers. Girl, get off me. You too big for this shit. Get down.
She is like Bugs Bunny.
She said, hey, Doc. The movie quickly declines to where it becomes a movie with no point.
Yeah. It goes on and on.
Yeah, what it does what Eli Roth has always had a flaw for in some of his movies. You know, not all of them, because there's a couple of Eli Roth movies I like. You know, most of the ones where he takes a great departure. Like he did a children's film.
Oh, which one?
The Hands with the Clock in the Walls or whatever.
Oh, that was his?
The house with the hands
clock in the wall. Yeah.
He did a kid's one.
That's right. Yeah, I did like that. Okay.
I liked it. You know, I didn't love it. I liked it.
But I liked it.
But Eli Roth, left on his own to his own devices, a lot of times his shit just goes off into just pointless torture and torment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what this was. Just torment.
Yeah, just torment. Like now look, I like Hostel. I actually like Hostel a lot, but that sequel was pretty bad to me. But, you know, I understand the people who couldn't take it because they're like, well, this is just a lot of torture porn. And, you know, he does that with a lot of stuff. Most recently, he did the Green Inferno, where it was about a bunch of college people who went to the rainforest to for some self-righteous reason. Mm-hmm. And they got there and those natives ate their ass up. And that's all it was. It was just once they got there, it was just them being tortured. Prolonged scenes of people being eaten and torn apart and like eaten by ants and shit. It was just, That's all it was. And he really gets off on like this whole gore and torture porn thing.
Yeah.
To his credit, though, with this particular movie here, at least it was more psychological torture than it was physical torture. You know, he didn't like they didn't sit Evan down and cut his Achilles tendon, or there's some parts where there's a little bit of blood. There is some violence, but most of it is psychological with him. Most of it is turning the tables on him, or what the movie thinks it does, turning the tables on him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Could have been a real fun take, or at least a different take on the home invasion genre. You know, something like we've seen with The Strangers in a way, or even more so, there's a German film which was made almost shot for shot as an American remake, which is Funny Games.
Right.
Yeah, this could have been, this very much had the vibe of a more fun and not taking itself as serious version of Funny Games.
Hello.
Sorry to disturb you. I'm staying next door.
Please, come in.
Oh, that's a really great set of clubs. You bet that you'll be alive tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and we bet that you'll be dead.
You know, some people really loathe this movie, and some people really like the film. You know, I will say it's if nothing else, it's a pretty suspenseful and well-directed film, whether you like the violence that extends in it or not. But, you know, this movie, one of the things that this movie doesn't do, it doesn't seem to really relish in its violence as much as Eli Roth movies does. And that's what this seems to do, man. This is something where, like I said, you start off with this idea, and then it just rolls into violence for violence sakes. Yeah, and I don't care what Evan did. These bitches are crazy. They're crazy. They're trying to have some like moral message here about infidelity. I don't give a
Yeah.
They came to his house. They him. I mean, I'm sorry, it ain't right, but you know, it's like these chicks are crazy. They're doing like really violent, insane things.
Yeah.
Women might think this is something that, he shouldn't have done it. Well, they shouldn't have showed up in the first place. I'm sorry, you brought the shit, you delivered the shit to his house.
It's entrapment.
It really is. And logistically, it don't even make sense. As I said, they insinuate that they do this a lot. Let me tell you something. The first time they done it, the police would have their ass that day. That day, because they also put the shit on the internet. It's like, come on.
Yeah, and they go too far with what they do. There's a point of going like, all right, I don't want my wife to find out I two random girls in our house. Which, in your house, really, dude? But
yeah.
I mean, that's a big one right there.
It sure is.
But with all the stuff they're doing, there's a point of like, yeah, I don't care who knows. This has to stop.
Yeah, it does. It's at this point, it's crazy. Look, you just bite the bullet and accept what goes on with it, and hope you can spin this in a way where it works in your favor. Because, like I say, you kind of got to out.
Right.
At this point, at the end of the movie, I said, man, you have so many outs. You can lie about this shit, and everybody will believe you because of what they did.
But it's frustrating because he spends the whole movie trying to pacify these girls.
Yeah, no, he's stupid. No, he, like I said, the only reason he has it coming is just because he's dumb. And the ending of this is ridiculous. I know y'all have probably seen this, so you probably know what it is. But I was looking at this like this ending is so out there.
I know. That's why I almost did a rewatch today just to refresh myself on it. But then I remembered, I was like, if I start rewatching this, it's just gonna make me mad.
Yeah, don't do that. That's it. This shit is silly. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. And look, I hate to go this route like I always do, because as y'all know, and I say this, I try not to like come in and shame or bully anybody, anything like that. I again respect Keanu Reeves, and I think he deserves all the success that he gets. This is not anything where I'm bullying this guy. Not that it make any difference. You don't know me, but I'm just gonna give a little advice to people out there. If you cast Keanu Reeves,
don't give him dialogue.
Your shit better be tight. Your dialogue better be not even great. It better be amazing. It better be some Aaron Sorkin shit that you writing out there. That shit better be almost genius level writing, cause
he will dumb it down.
Oh my God, boy, this mother would take. If you give him okay dialogue, he'll make it silly. There's two moments I noticed here. I was like, oh my God, this is so stupid. Is brilliant. The way you said his lines. Like some of them are lines that like I say, you know what? I can't really tell, like, because they're kind of simple lines. Like if somebody, I mean, I don't know how you can up lines like, you killed him, you killed him, but he finds a way. You killed him. You killed him.
Oh my God.
You killed him.
Jesus Christ.
Can we look at that one more time?
Yes, please.
You killed him. You killed him.
You killed him.
So that's the best take. Okay, that's the best take y'all got.
I think I nailed it. Ooh, well.
But boy, but wait, it gets silly.
There you got a better one.
Because there's one where they let him have a monologue.
I do remember that.
And I couldn't even give you the whole monologue. There's some choice words up in here. There's some foul languages, but my man.
That's my other fascination. Why I couldn't stop watching it.
Only Keanu Reeves would think he's in Knock Knock and think that he's about to get an Academy Award for his dialogue. That he said, boy, Keanu Reeves, I'll give him this. The dialogue that he says is silly, but for some reason I felt the passion.
You sucked my cock. You both fucking sucked my cock. It was free pizza. Free fucking pizza.
That's what.
You're right.
Free pizza.
You're right. That was the moment where I was like, He's genuinely acting.
He's acting.
But the dialogue is stupid.
But the dialogue, it's like you can't have one or the other. Like, you finally got some acting out of him. You finally got some passion out of him, and you gave him the dumbest dialogue. Man, I'm gonna rewind this shit. Listen to this shit.
It just shows up at my fucking door. What am I supposed to do?
I like the little girl's like, Jesus.
I know. Oh my God. You would turn into a complete child. That's all it took, huh?
He's really mad. Too bad he sounds stupid. He must be saying, ruff, ruff.
Well, you lied to me. I'm trying to help you. I let you in. I was a good guy. I'm a good father. What the fuck? Fuck. This is fucking insane.
Yes.
Bravo.
Hey, man.
Bravo.
You saw that shit right there.
He delivered.
Shit, John Wick didn't even get that man. They killed his dog.
That's true. If he wasn't tied up, he would have shot everybody in the face.
First half of this movie was absurd fun. Second half is so poorly written, so stupid.
It honestly, it strikes me as another one of these movies where somebody had an intriguing premise.
Yeah.
It's gonna light everybody up, and you went with it. It's like, yeah. Okay, so why are they doing this? Wait, huh? Because reasons. They're crazy. Shit.
Yeah, people. So, boy, this is so illogical and pointless. Mm-hmm. That it's as usual. Like I say, this is some fun bullshit. I had a good time with it, but I can't.
I did not.
I did. I got some laughs out of it, but I understand. Shit don't make no sense.
It makes no sense. It just made me mad. I stuck around to find out what the why was, and it wasn't really one.
So there you go. Martin says this. If this comes across your feed and any kind of social media, to skip it. I say watch that shit. It's insane. Even Oz called me up today. He said, yo, man, you watching that Knock Knock? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I am. He's like, man, I love that shit. It's so terrible.
It is. I mean, look, hey, you have a party and a bunch of alcohol and watch it with people, sure.
Yeah, no, I actually enjoyed it, but I can't get it. Look, I can't give it no more than some bullshit because it's not that great of a film. It's written poorly. It's written very poorly. Like I said, man, this is a big flaw where my man goes out and he starts off with something, a premise, and he just wants to show people getting tortured. That's it.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's some hoes in this house. Some people said spoil it. Do you really want us to spoil it? I'm not going to show you the end, but I'll spoil it for you. Want to hear it? Because I mean, again, watching it is just as it's a totally different thing. So after this whole thing of these girls going crazy and saying that they've gotten away with this for so long, they leave such a huge trail of evidence behind. Huge. I mean, for one, they take pictures, not just pictures, but they take video. They take video of themselves having sex with this guy. While they don't send out the video of the one where they were having sex with him in the shower. They send out the video to make him look bad. They took a video of when they had sex with him. At least one of the girls, they had sex with him when he was tied up. So it could look like this was still done against his will. It could still look like rape of some sort. And so what they do is they bury my man up to Keanu Reeves, Evan. They bury him up to his neck, and they raise up this big cement sculpture like they're about to smash his head in, and he's begging them, no. Oh, and also they make him call his wife to tell her what's happening, but they actually stop the call before he can even leave the message. They actually say I hung up, so there's no even like vocal message to let them know that this was done.
And they destroy all his wife's sculptures.
And they destroy the sculptures, and there's a dead body there. Yeah. Now, and they try to leave a message saying that to make it look like he did it. You come near my wife again, and I'll kill you. But why? Okay, let me ask you this. Why would they believe that this man committed this murder when the police and authorities show up and they found that he's buried up to his neck in a hole? Did he bury himself? Right. I think not. So they gonna know that these girls did all this foul play. But they said, hey, we're about to send off this video of where you were having sex with this girl tied up in bed. And we're about to send it all over to Facebook and everywhere else. Keep in mind, this is before TikTok and even before Instagram took off before it did. So they leave, and my man Evan barely is able, and how, I don't know, because they put him in there thick. But somehow he's able to pull some Houdini shit where his arm gets loose and comes out the hole, and he's trying to hit the delete button before it sends off on Facebook or whatever. And he's like, oh. And he makes one last kind of push to like press the delete button. Oops. He accidentally hit like. And he's like, oh, defeated. And that is why, people. That is why I had to go with a bullshit, because I would have given this like a matinee for having. I mean, I'm not mad. No, brother, come on now. No. I would have given this a rental. Lean on low rental because I had fun doing the first half. Even as stupid as it, but that dumbass ending, I'm like, wow. In order to like even seem clever, you were made to look more stupid. And I was like, okay, no, this is some bullshit. I'm glad you did it.
Trail of evidence.
No, he doesn't die. No, he does not die. They leave him alive for people to find him so he can be humiliated. But after they've trashed the house, after they've been responsible for killing somebody, now they didn't really kill the person, but they might as well. They kind of let it on. After they have a dead body there, after they have this man tied up, after they have him buried to his neck in a hole. No, that none of this shit falls on him. It all falls on these people. Anybody be like, the moment they let me out that hole, I'd be like, those bitches rape me, kill that man, and bury me to my neck. And I don't think anybody be like, well, sir, you brought this on yourself. No. And they leave him alive. That's the end. Because it's supposed to be like, well,
now the humiliation will be enough.
Real suffering will be on you. Will be what you did at your own hands, at your own dick. No, get out of here, people. And yeah, they get away with it and brag about it like, oh, and get this, they're like, well, on to the next house.
I know.
Like, no, man.
I know. I was like, this is offensive.